2K Sports. Alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan, bringing you what promises to be a very exciting Friday night matchup. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. First for the Celtics, Johnson is out there with Ainge. We've got Parrish. We will see him go to work on that low block. One of the great centers right now in the league. And it's Bird, and it's McHale in at the 4 slot. And then for Houston, they've got Olajuwon. He knows how to come up with the big plays in the big games, the rebounding, the inside scoring, and that looming presence. Then there's McFray, and it's Sampson in at the power forward.
You knew that at some point the window for the group of Celtics that had won a title was going to close. I mean, it was inevitable, but last year it seemed like they were going to go for one last hurrah as they added some depth and looked to reload for another run.
Lucas with it. He passes it to Lloyd. The feed to Olajuwon.
Kick it out.
Clock at 6. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And getting back to the Celtics and Rondo's injury, a lot of people expected them to start the rebuilding process. Ended up staying pat at the deadline, Steve, even though there was, it seemed, a lot of interest.
You know, you want to give that group, KG and Pierce and Rondo, you want to give them another run. And they had their last hurrah. They didn't get it finished, and now you start the rebuilding project. So a lot of trades, a lot of movement over the summer, but I like the fact that they gave that club one more run. Now, he's one of those lockdown guys, Kevin. He takes players out of their comfort zone with absolutely stifling defense. And he's one of the game's elite defenders in my mind.
And he is also a very rugged player at the defensive end. I mean, he will bull his way through any screen if it means staying on his man.
Lucas misses off the right iron.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Rockets just a moment ago. He said the key to this matchup will be their ability to limit the quality looks close to the basket. When facing a team like this one, he said, you don't stand a chance giving up easy looks inside. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. On defense, the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Passes to McFray. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Sampson. Gets some room on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Here's Boston now. Johnson outside. He feeds it to McHale. Another shot. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
No good from Lloyd.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
And so it's Houston with it. They trail by 3. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Shot from the wing. Here's Olajuwon, and the bucket counts. He is on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success. You know, if you're in a fight to get into the playoffs out west like the Rockets were last season, you have to make sure you get every win you can when you play against the Eastern Conference. Their success against the Eastern Conference was a big part of how they squeezed that 8th seed.
They set the screen. Bird can't hit.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Well, Clark, you were talking about the Rockets against the East, a record of 21-9 against the conference. And, Steve, it was one of the better marks in the West.
Yeah, it was the same win total as the Clippers and Thunder, who both won their divisions. So, only the Spurs and Grizzlies did better in that regard. And the Rockets were full of scoring potential, and I think just happened to catch teams in the East off guard a little bit.
Here's McCray following the basket by Larry Bird. Lloyd the pass to Olajuwon. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Olajuwon's got 7 points. Boston trailing. Johnson kicks to Bird. Back to Johnson. Feeds to Ainge. Back to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple. Now Lucas. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to McCray. Kicks to Olajuwon. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, a big part of why the Celtics dropped so much last season was they weren't very good on the road. Ended with a 14-27 record away from home, which was by far the lowest of any team in the East that made the playoffs.
And the first one drops. And as you said, Clark, rarely can you win just over a third of your road games like the Celtics did and expect to make the playoffs. And had they played closer to 500 on the road, Steve, there's a good chance they could have ended up as the 5th or the 4th seed.
Well, and in the Celtics case, it wasn't their defense, Kevin. It was their offense that betrayed them when they went out onto the road. They just couldn't win the close games. And some of it was just age and injury. But so many of those road losses from last year just came back to haunt them, and that's why they ended up with that 7th seed.
And so here is Houston after the miss from Johnson. And there's the pass to Lloyd. Ainge covering. Lloyd the pass to Olajuwon. 6 to shoot. Lucas against Johnson. No good from Lucas.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Johnson dishes to Bird. Here's Parrish. Banked in off the glass. Parrish has got his first points of the night.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Walton's checked in for Parrish. And Wedman subbed in for Kevin McHale. The Rockets trail. Passes it to Reed. Here's McCray. He passes to Reed. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Lucas. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Now here's Bird. And here is Ainge. Back to Bird. Johnson the screen. The 15-footer. A nice shot by Bird.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Now here's Lucas. Pass to McCray. From beyond the arc. That's good.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Johnson kicks to Ainge. Up top, Bird. Johnson. Pass to Walton. Dishes to Ainge. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Bird. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Here is Lucas. And Houston again with the bucket. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. Johnson kicks to Ainge. Up top, Bird. He dishes it to Johnson. And there's the feed to Ainge. The pass to Bird. 5 to shoot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, he's got one of those shooting strokes that never changes, guys. I mean, even if a defender's, all over him, he just never seems to flinch. A great quality to have as a shooter.
And something else you notice about him offensively is what a dangerous catch-and-shoot player he is. He's got a quick trigger. When you get an influx of talent through the draft like the Rockets did prior to last season, the initial reaction is excitement, but then you think about, man, how are we going to get these guys ready to play NBA basketball? And the Rockets did a nice job by taking it easy and bringing them along slowly.
Number 30. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. And for the Rockets, you look at how that strategy worked out for them, and it was exactly what they needed. Got off to a quick start last year. And, Steve, toward the end, their rookies were fresh and able to contribute when it mattered most.
Kevin, it's hard for fans to see a player get drafted and not immediately see the floor, but a lot of times that's the best route. You give a player time to adjust, you make him earn it, and by the end of the season, he can be a very effective player. I think plenty of the Rockets players proved that last season.
The Celtics making a switch here. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, last season, I think, officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full cycle.
Here is Carlisle. Pass to Seasting. Gives him the lead pass. Number 50. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but, not like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era, with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past. But, look, they've hoisted a championship banner, very close to another, but it's just time to move on. And that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and the Celtics now in rebuilding mode.
The Rockets turned a lot of heads last season, guys, as they got back into the playoffs after missing out the year before. A big part of that was how they played at home. They were very tough to beat in Houston.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And the Rockets, as you said, Clark, strong at home, and that can be seen in that record of 29-12. Just the kind of home record, Steve, you need to get into the playoffs.
And it was the way the Rockets played that was so impressive, Kevin. They attack the rim, and then they kick out and bomb a ton of threes. And I think that's the kind of attack, the kind of style that can really bring a friendly crowd and bring them to their feet. And I thought the Houston fans got more and more animated as the season went on.
Celtics trail by 3. .36 seconds left to play here in the first. He kicks it to Walton. The shot from the low post is good. Pass to Wiggins. He passes to Reed. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Number 45. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And the Celtics lead by 1. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Celtics lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And the fact that they're playing well, close to the hoop, finding points in the paint, I mean, they've got it all going tonight.
Boston shooting a superb 63% from the field. There's the dish to Walton. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Vincent's checked in for the Celtics. That free throw good from Walton. Rockets trail by 4. He feeds it to Harris. The turnaround. Shot's good. And so it's Boston with it. Here's Vincent. And the shot is good. Harris with it. The pass to Sampson. Backing down. A fadeaway. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Well, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Passes it to Seasting. Here's Vincent. Nice ball movement by Boston. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
A lot of noise coming from these fans. Pretty unhappy with that call.
Well, you know, we've got a lot of amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them liked it.
Robert Parrish has checked in for Walton. Rockets trail by 4. Pass to Peterson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Not many teams, guys, in the East did very well against the West last season. And that in mind, you could call Boston's 14-16 record against the conference better than most.
That one is off. And for the Celtics against the West, even in the shortened season, they were having a lot of trouble with some of the bigger lineups, Steve. More of the up-tempo teams out west.
Well, the Celtics were old and a little bit small, too. Kevin Garnett played center last year, so they played a lot of small lineups. And when you're small and you're old, sometimes, you know, that's going to cost you, particularly on the road.
And he sinks the second. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here is Seasting. He passes to Vincent. Wedman. Here is Seasting. There's the pass to Wedman. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Vincent. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Reed the pass to Lloyd. Sampson. He's guarded by McHale. Sampson. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Parrish pass to Vincent. Passes it to Wedman. Here's Vincent. Stolen away. And it's Houston on the break. Harris has got the ball. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Pass to Seasting. Feeds it to McHale. He passes to Wedman. Gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 3. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. The pass to Lloyd. Here's Sampson. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 10.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Bird comes in for Seaston, and Dennis Johnson's subbed in for Vincent. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Lucas against Johnson. Shot from 12, and the jumper is good. Johnson's got 9.
And it was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Passes to Reed. Here's Sampson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, that shot keeps him at 100% from the field this quarter.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Sampson shooting one.
The free throw off from Sampson. The Celtics have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. McHale kicks to Johnson. Bird outside. Plenty of space. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. 9 points in the game so far.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now Lucas. Reed the pass to Olajuwon. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Olajuwon's got 10. Celtics have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. McHale with it. Now guarded by Sampson. McHale dishes to Johnson. Kicks to Bird. Pass to McHale. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Bird. Releases. And it's Boston with another.
You know, that mid-range jump shot may be an underutilized tool in today's NBA, but it's really serving this team well.
In fact, it very well might be the strongest area of their game offensively.
And so here is Houston. It's a 3-point game. No good from Lloyd. For Boston, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. McHale, that's good.
So the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
And so it's Houston with it. And here's Lucas. Picked by Olajuwon. Gets the bucket. Olajuwon's got 4 this quarter. Celtics leading by 3. Johnson outside. Here's McHale, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Danny Ainge is checked in for the Celtics. And McHale drops them both.
Still haven't seen them miss a shot from the line in this quarter, so they're doing a nice job of protecting the lead.
Well, they're cashing in from the line. I mean, they're making them pay for fouling them right now.
Here's McRae. Back to Lucas. That is good. Lucas has got 6.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school, just physical play in the paint, dominate.
That's good. Bird's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Houston moving the ball around. It's stolen by McHale. Bird outside. Dennis Johnson on the wing. Great play by Bird to set it up. And it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now here's Lucas. 6 points for him. Pass to McRae. Shot clock at 6. A 3. No good from Lucas. Celtics leading by 7. Teardrop shot. The shot's good from Ainge. Ainge has got 5 now.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now, here is Olajuwon. 12 points for him. McRae passes to Sampson. Jump shot is good. He's got 14.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Ainge kicks to Johnson. .58 seconds left in the second quarter. McHale outside. Pulls up on the wing. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the pass to Lloyd. That's good. Now just a 5-point Boston lead. .40 seconds left now here in the second. Boston shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Johnson outside. McHale up top. Dishes it to Bird. It's rebounded by Houston.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Lucas with it. He's got 6. He passes it to McRae. Here's Olajuwon. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Celtics out in front, leading by 5. Stay right where you are for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll see you in just a bit for the start of the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
This is 2K Sports, and I'm Damon Bruce, coming to you live on a Friday night. Boston leading against Houston. They've gone to their bench for the spark, and it's fired. Big scoring off the pine. Dennis Johnson having no problem scoring against Houston. At the break, 11 points, and also has contributed with his passing, making some assists. A tough matchup, but the Rockets are staying afloat. They've been making smart passes, protecting their possessions. Fundamental basketball is a beautiful thing to watch. Hakeem Olajuwon is getting it done through 2 quarters. He has 12 points, and look at the work he's been putting on the floor. In terms of field goal percentage, he is taking quality shot after quality shot. That'll wrap things up for me here in the studio. Thanks so much. I'm Damon Bruce. Now let's get back out to Kevin Harlan for the second half of play.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Sampson.
It seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
McHale dishes to Johnson. The feed to Ainge. He kicks to McHale. Count it from 12. McHale's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Celtics. Rockets trail by 7. Here is Lucas. McRae passes to Lucas. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Dennis Johnson. For Houston, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Lucas. Both free throws good from Lucas. Celtics leading by 5. He dishes it to Parrish. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Well, I tell you what, that is a lot harder than it appears. You've got to get your body angle just right to shield you from the defense.
Free throw good, Parrish. The Rockets shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Passes it to McRae. Back to Lucas. Pass to Lloyd. Here's Simpson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
That free throw good from Sampson. Here's Ainge. He has 5. Now a timeout called by Boston. Here's Bird. 13 points in the game. Buries it down low. Bird's got 15 points.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Rockets trail by 7. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Olajuwon with his screen on Bird. Now Olajuwon inside. Stolen by Parrish. And it's Johnson penetrating. McCabe. Back to Johnson. He's against Lucas. Johnson down low. Defended by Lucas. Johnson's shot is off. Lucas against Johnson. Lloyd the pass to Lucas. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to McCray. Olajuwon with a screen on Ainge. Gets it to go. He has 5.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
On the wing, Bird. Back to Johnson. Back to Bird. The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Houston. Rejected by Sampson. Here's McCray. He's guarded by Johnson. Olajuwon can't hit. Celtics leading by 5. Now Ainge. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Ainge has got 7. Walton's checked in for Robert Parrish. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Lloyd. Back to Lucas. Houston moving it around. Lloyd the pass to Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawing the double team. Gets it to go. He's got 14.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Johnson outside. Back to Ainge. 5 on the clock. There's the dish to Johnson. Pulls up. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Bird's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them.
Had great instincts, too. You're just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job there, beating everybody else to the ball.
Here's McCray. He has 5. Olajuwon the pass to McCray. He feeds it to Lucas. Launches a 3. No good. Now Boston takes it the other way. And here is Ainge. He has 7. And here's Bird for 3. That's good. And now it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Now here's Lucas. He's got 8. Pass to McCray. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Boston making a switch here. Boston leading by 10. Johnson with it. 11 points in the game. Lays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got 13. And here are the Rockets now. Number 30, who's guarded by Johnson. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Boston making a switch here. Parrish is checked in. There's the pass to McCray. 6 on the shot clock. Number 30, who's guarded by Johnson. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here is Carlisle. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Wiggins. And again, Dennis Johnson. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
The Celtics making a switch here. Ainge is checked in. And the Rockets with possession here. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Well, he stopped the dunk there. That was about the only play he could make.
Well, you don't like the foul, but you don't like to give up an easy dunk either.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Boston.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And we're also seeing that power down low. A lot of good offensive moves down on the block.
First one falls for him.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Both free throws good from Lloyd.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Now Ainge. He has 7. Kevin McHale, he checked in for Boston. Passes it to Carlisle. Tries again. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, he absorbed the foul and had a chance to knock it down.
And that's all you can ask right there. I like that play.
The Celtics have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And that one falls for McHale. And McHale drops them both. And so here is Houston. They trail by 14. Pass to Wiggins. Defended by Carlisle. Shoots from the elbow. Shot's good from Wiggins.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
Here is Carlisle. Feeds it to Ainge. Bird outside. Connects on the open J. Bird's got 9 points in the quarter.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
And so here is Houston. It's a 14-point game. Gets it to go.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
And Boston has possession. The Rockets making the shot. Screen by Parrish. The pass to Carlisle. Kicks it to Ainge. Shot clock at 6. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Ainge has got 9.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Sampson, the pass to Lloyd. He passes to Sampson. He's against McHale, number 30. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Celtics leading by 12. Pass to McHale. Here is Carlisle, defended by Sampson. On the wing, Burke. And the Celtics making a change here. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Picked by Olajuwon. Lucas, the pass to Lloyd. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Boston's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Third left side, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Now that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Walton's checked in for Robert Parrish. Lays out. And stolen by Lucas. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lucas has got 4 points now in the quarter. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Here is Seasting. Johnson outside. 1 second left. And he hits the jump shot. Johnson's got 17 now. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. In the fourth quarter, the scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Rockets trail by 12. Lucas backs down, passes it to McCray. Houston moving it around. Pass to Reed. That one a little long.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
And they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Celtics making a switch here. Parrish is checked in. And that one falls for Johnson. And here is Lucas. And the pass to Reed. Dishes it to Olajuwon. Baseline J on the way. And that one's good.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
As he should. That's a good decision. When he gets a clean look, he's got to take it.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Seasting. Here's Wedman. The feed now to Parrish. Just 5 on the clock. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kevin McHale, he checked in for Walton. And Danny Ainge has subbed in for Seasting. Free throw no good for Parrish. Rockets trail by 15. Back to Olajuwon. Pass to McCray. He kicks to Olajuwon. He dishes it to Lucas. The pass to McCray. Sampson. He's guarded by McHale. Fires the three. Celtics making a switch here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Celtics leading by 15. Ainge kicks to McHale. Back to Ainge. The dish now to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Bird outside. Launches it. Good. Bird's got 12 points here in the second half.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Passes it to Reed. He feeds it to Olajuwon. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
What a play. The hoop plus the arm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
Now here's Johnson. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And it's off the back rim. No good. Rockets trail by 15. Pass to Lloyd. From deep. And Boston with the rebound. Parrish has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Johnson kicks to Bird. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
17 seconds on the shot clock. 17.
And McHale backs down. The jump hook. And it's Boston with another.
You know, I'd like to see more of that from him. He's been passing up his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones he takes. He's got to be more aggressive.
Now here's Lucas. Feeds it to Olajuwon. He passes to Reed. Kicks it to Lucas. Clock at 6. Rebounded by the Celtics. McHale's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
You look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And there's the pass to Reed. Another miss by Houston. Boston leading by 17. Ainge kicks to Johnson. Pass to McHale. Defended by Peterson. 7-foot shot. Again, Kevin McHale. McHale's got 4 this quarter. Houston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Passes to Reed. Back to Lucas. Pass to Peterson. Shot clock at 5 and taken away by Johnson. Softly drops in the floater. Johnson's got 22 points.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Lucas kicks to Olajuwon.
Talk about great numbers for Hakeem Olajuwon. 19 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points knocking those free throws down and helping your team any way you can.
And that one falls for Olajuwon. And Olajuwon drops them both. Boston leading by 19 points. Ainge dishes to McHale. Back to Ainge. Back to McHale. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes to Bird. 11 feet away. Bank shot, no good.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Lucas the pass to Olajuwon. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Well, for one, he hasn't let him down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. McHale kicks to Johnson. He's against Lucas. Back to McHale. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Now, here is Olajuwon. Goes back up. Shoots over Parrish. Hakeem Olajuwon again. Olajuwon's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Johnson kicks to Ainge. Back to Johnson. Now the feed to Ainge. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And the Rockets making a change here. McRae's checked in. Rockets trail by 17. Lucas with it. He passes to Lloyd. Back to Lucas. The pass to Lloyd. Houston moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. He dishes it to McHale. Back to Johnson. He's against Lucas. Johnson, good.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Olajuwon with a screen on Johnson. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. This one. Back to Lucas. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to McRae. Fires from deep. That's good. Here's Johnson. We've got 1:13 left in the game. Ainge dishes to McHale. Ainge kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Ainge. From deep three-point range. Another miss by Ainge. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Lucas with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Pass to McRae. Back to Lucas. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Johnson kicks to Bird. Now the dish to McHale. Back to Bird. From deep. It's rebounded by Houston.
Boy, that was way behind the line. Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.